Welcome to my current train channel and my successful how-to videos. Let's speak about smoke detectors, CO detectors as well, combined or individuals. I would like to speak today about the battery compartment. So, as you can see in the distance, they all look alike. Some are with 9-volt batteries, some are with two AA batteries, and I want to explain why there is a design which it was well intended, but actually it's a design flaw. So when you have the batteries inside, you can close the cover and then it starts the cycle. So I don't want to go into the cycle, but the thing that I want to show you is that there is a design which is well intended again, which is when you have no batteries, you can see those two orange pink levers. So not this guy. I'm speaking about those that I have at the end of my metal pick. So those are meant that you cannot close the lid. And what is the reason? The reason why? It's because the safety protocol or the safety feature on those detectors is to show you that there is no battery, so that you don't rely on the detector if there is no battery. So it was well intended. Here is the problem, is that sometimes people force the lid, and if you force the lid somewhere, it will bend a little bit those safety devices, and then you will be able to close it. That was one, and as you know, I am a property manager. That was one that a tenant had forced it, and I work a lot to be able to reopen the lid so that I was able to put the battery back. So, intuitively, with my toothpick, I was pushing those orange levers down with the lid, completely closed. And I'm not going to close it completely because otherwise I won't be able to reopen it. Although you are going to see at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to do it when it's completely closed. But those are very fragile. And what you can see here is that by pushing it as the battery would do, actually I broke the second one. Not a big deal. I think you can still use the device. And why is it happening that way? It's because on the back of the lid, you have ribs that are blocking those levers. So they are kind of a safety device so that you cannot close the lid. But if you force the lid, then you cannot reopen it. And so I bought this one on eBay, and the seller was not really aware of the feature. So when I got it, this one was completely closed with no battery inside. So I was annoyed because it's a working device, and I had already the experience of this one where I broke the safety lever. But the thing that I have discovered is, here is the trick. Instead of pushing backwards, as the battery would do, actually, if it's completely closed, with your toothpick, you push it slightly onwards. So towards this side, so the opposite side. So it's counterintuitive. And so imagine that this one was completely closed, and with my toothpick slightly pushing it. Do you see the way I did it? Yeah. So you see, here we go. I think you see that, here we go. I'm going to do it, but I don't want to break it. But I was able with my toothpick, here we go, you see, and then I open it. So I don't go in the direction of the battery backwards, I push it forward, and that does the trick, and it clears the lid. So if it's completely closed, again, push it forward, you know, as I'm doing, and then I clear, okay. And you need to be very gentle. And then, of course, now you are able to put the two batteries, which I'm going to do actually. So here we go. So here we go. Up, excuse me. Up, I put the yellow strap. Okay, so I think, am I doing it the wrong way? So let's start with this one first. Here we go, up, very good. And then I'm going to take this battery and then I put it, okay. So let me pull the yellow strap, excuse me. It's as if I have not done that enough. Now I will start to lose a little bit of credibility with you guys. So, okay, here we go, the minus on this side. So you can see that the fact that I am struggling here on the video shows that this entire battery compartment, it's kind of a poor design. Here we go. Now I have the two batteries, and now I can, you see, and now the cycle is good. And then I open it, okay? And then I can remove the batteries. But here you see that got stuck. Again, the design is not very good. I think that the guy who designed it, well intended, but poor execution, I would say.
Push test button.
Okay, and then you go through the cycle. And I open it. And then again, the thing is stuck. So that's a good tool, by the way. I love this tool. I can tell you, I use it a lot. So if you are interested, below the video, there are some links to be able to order them. It's a little bit of a new design with a new harness. They have a lifespan of 10 years. I can tell you, my experience, after 10 years, they go bad and you need to replace them. So there is a 10-year warranty, and this is the reason why it's only 10 years, because at the 11th year, they are worn. And this tool, I can tell you, it's a very good tool, a perfect tool in your workshop that I recommend. It's a metal toothpick, so there is another link as well. Thank you very much for watching the video. And by the way, I am just noticing that there is a lot of shadow on the video. That's because we are close to the sunset and it's low on the horizon. So hopefully it's going to be good enough for viewing. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please ask them through the comment section below the video.